FIFA 16 was a time of women introduction and the fans played with anyone else. Foot drafts melting teenage souls. And training in career mode allowing your one overall to sexually assault the competition. In the 10 years it's been released, the fair thing to do is milk what I do best. Simulating the next 10 years of football, looking at who won the Champions League, Premier League, the Balon d'Or, and how Brazil will keep electing presidents that have the IQ of a sponge. I'll subscribe to a larger penis. Let's go. FIFA 16 has been so long. I missed you. Now time for Lil Necrophilia. See through the world of football. Conquer the 7 seas. And find out if Adam Johnson actually goes to jail. The scouts to England. You're right in Italy, so that's something. And Casper Camper, you're going to Spain. The reason why it took so long for me to actually put FIFA 16 together is basically, I have a FIFA 16 game for my PS4. The disc is like fucking melted plastic. What am I looking at? Milan Pjanic is always bound for a transfer on these FIFAs because he's like 84 rated, 47 million pounds to Man United. It makes sense. There's some Man United before Paul Pogba, before Mkhitaryan, before Ibra. They're willing to spend all their big bucks acquiring Pjanic. Who the fuck is Vasquez? What kind of grandpa fucking uncle piece of fuck? That hairline, even though it's through a screen, it smells. It smells like bowling. And why is he going from Club Brugge to Arsenal for 41 million? 41 million. Raheem Sterling to Man City. That's the levels. Saudi was a bench left back at Atletico Madrid behind Felipe Luis. There's no reality that he finds himself. $36 million is basically $80 million today. 36 million in 2015 was basically 80 million today. I put the scout within world class for England and they give me Oscar. Okay, 84 rated and amazing potential. That was the Chelsea Oscar. He was class on every level. Daniel Sturridge, reliable striker for Liverpool. He's still in his prime. And then Andy Barcham from Wimbledon. Also, Reda Johnson from Coventry. Why is a Dagenham and Redbridge person? Why is a Dagenham and Redbridge Rastaman in my scouting for world class? I don't want to be raising too much of my voice, but this is the first month. This is like me asking ChatGPT to give me a list of the most successful black men in history. And they start off the list with Mussolini. I mean, now's more normal down the line type pace stuff. Apart from Muller being linked with Manchester City, we only have the 3 biggest transfers here. Acosta from Lanús in Argentina to Torino. Bruges again keep on selling. Brian Duarte, I think the Costa Rican, to West Brom. And then Jorgensen from Copenhagen to Celta Vigo. I mean, it's just a useless January. Okay, Ronaldo does have his normal rating, so it should be normal. Everything should be normal. Except why is Ronaldo being listed on the same scouting page as someone from Portsmouth? I didn't see this. Neither did you. Neither did you. No. I'm going to transfer market. Fuck you. 34-year-old captain of Shinful. Of Shifnal Town. Biggest market value was 500 grand when he was at Doncaster Rovers in 2012. His CV is basically English garbage everywhere you look, and no one wants to keep him. Every fee was either a loan or a free transfer. Market value of 32 million. Portsmouth apparently doesn't really have any effect on the Premier League. Arsenal win it with 87 points. Man United 2nd, City 3rd, Chelsea 4th, Spurs only good enough for 5th, and Liverpool once again disappointing. Newcastle get 8th. They were relegated in 2016, by the way. So did Aston Villa, also relegated in 2016. And the 3 to get promoted in 2016 and the 3 to go back down. Watford, Norwich, and Bournemouth. I mean, people expected Bournemouth to do this in real life, and they stayed 5 years longer. Derby just raped the championship. Hello? PSG cleanly gone. They win it with 93 points. Bayern cleaned the Bundesliga. 79 points. Dortmund pretty close. Juventus, it's so peak to see that no matter how much things can change, they will still maintain a pattern. Okay. Real Madrid get 90 points. Valencia also get 90 points. Valencia scored 2 more goals than Real Madrid, but conceded 5 more and lose the league on goal difference. The one time you could do it. The one time I apparently downloaded some fucking Chinese hack that made the FIFA 16 database to be so fucked. No. CSK Moscow beat Atletico Madrid, beat Arsenal 5 past Real Madrid, and beat PSG. And apparently the world didn't notice! In a Russian domination era, because Zenit knocked down Man United and we're in the quarters. This is fucking bonkers! The Russian domination! What the fuck is this? Krasnodar beat Saint Etienne, destroyed by Leverkusen and Anderlecht to get to the final against Monaco. How have Russian teams done this? Transfer talk for 2016. What is this? Spartak Moscow just sold a footballer for £40 million to Arsenal. Russians. Thiago goes early to Liverpool 4 years before he went there for 39 million, pretty much the same amount. And Edison Cavani signs to be the bench warmer for Sergio Aguero. He signs for Manchester City for 40 million as well. But this Tassi signing, it's no logic. No brain power is going above. Says who? That Tassi is 85 rated. Who the fuck is Tassi? He's rated higher than Thiago. He's actually rated higher than Thiago. Plata from Real Salt Lake goes to Udinese. I'm trying to find words to describe feelings that I don't know if I should enjoy. Biggest January signing was Plata. I don't know who he is. I have no idea who he is. You know when it's not Ferland Mendy from Lyon. You know when it's not even Edouard Mendy from Rennes. It's Mendy. You know, from Estoril Praia. The dude that has about 10 Instagram followers. Gal as well from the MLS. Columbus Crew. £6 million to Zen. Since when the MLS just holds so much good shit? Fuck off. Fuck off. Die. Come slut. Kevin De Bruyne is still a Wolfsburg. Kevin De Bruyne is still a Wolfsburg. He hasn't left as well. The database should even be updated because you've already been at Man City when the game was released. Fuck. The less said about these useless nobodies, the better. Centre back from Borussia Mönchengladbach, 83 rated. You cannot just handpick and give charity overalls to nobody to footballers who are nobodies. You can't do this. Ryan Woods from Shrewsbury, no. All of these players are getting these ratings when they're shit. Then why are Messi and Ronaldo just 107 rated, 120 rated? The overinflation is astounding, but it is not happening to everyone. So why is it just simply these players specifically? Why these players? They have no intent on changing football for the better. United claimed the league title with 89 points. Arsenal trying to clinch it back to go back-to-back, but they can't. Liverpool and Spurs 4th. Chelsea 5th. Man City 6th. Signing Edson Cavani did nothing for you. Literally nothing. Nothing. Sunderland get European football. This was right by the time that Sunderland was starring on Netflix. Trying not to cry their way into camera. Bayern still do the same for the Bundesliga. Same amount of points total for both Bayern and Dortmund. But Inter Milan break the monopoly from Juventus. They win Serie A. Yeah, Barcelona won La Liga, but I don't want to stress that way too further. Dundee won the Scottish League. You know, this was at a time that Rangers were not in the Scotland's first division. They were battling through the crisis they had of going bankrupt in 2012. So Celtic were winning league titles, basically as water dropping from rain. Which business has Dundee winning a league title? Dundee, the same Dundee that ebbs and flows through Scotland's second division. And you know, if a team goes that down to Scotland's second tier, You know they're that bad. CSK Moscow have almost done it again. They reached the final, but Barcelona with MSN managed to knock them out and win the whole competition. CSK Moscow, they do it twice. Also, 3 Russian teams in the knockouts. 3 Russian teams in the knockouts. Dynamo Moscow. Russian invasion. It's happening again. Only Real Madrid with Ronaldo, Bale, and Benzema steep low to the Europa League to fight against these peasants. Dundee are in the knockout stages of this tournament. And Dynamo Moscow knock out Leverkusen, Napoli, and Bilbao to beat Monaco, the reigning Europa League winners. Dynamo Moscow are not even as good as Dynamo Kiev. You know that they're not even the good Dynamo. So Russia. Yo, I have a snapback and sunglasses, so I'm kind of gangster. By the way, you should subscribe. Apparently about % of you are not really subscribed. So you subscribing would mean a lot to me. And also I'm battling Asuka to 20,000 subscribers. So you subscribing would actually help in the war against the common enemy. We're getting more normal results, like Marco Verratti going to Liverpool from PSG, 70 million. Never mind that, he's young in this reality. He's also kind of world class, probably, depending on his potential. But Matic going to Zenit, it just became normal now. Russian teams are going to dominate the world. We're all worried about China, and now Russia's just doing sports washing for the masses. This Unai, by the way, 20 years old, 83 rated. This is the peak of 99 percentile of his career. This is what the Turkish people expected him to do. Messi's 95. He's not slowing down at all. And then back to square one. This dude films with fucking 5-a-side footballers. Man United go back to back, 85 points. Chelsea second, Arsenal go back to third, Man City fourth, Liverpool still outside the Champions League. Spurs sixth, Everton seventh, Wigan 10th, Derby 11th, Swansea 12th. Go to fucking hell, Swansea, I'm gonna stab you. Crystal Palace, Sheffield United, Norwich relegated. One thing that I'm noticing, all of the clubs that, you see that most English clubs that have these stupid rated players, they're not coming up. They're not really doing anything well in the Prem itself. Oh, now I'm seeing. It's because they were actually going up the division. Because Notts County have just got promoted with 96 points. Notts County. And the last promotion place is between Queen's Park Rangers, which was normal to be in the Prem at the time, but Oxford United, Portsmouth, and Millwall. No sign for Brighton at 20th. Leeds are down to League 1. Wolfsburg destroyed the Bundesliga. I mean, they should. Their goalkeeper's like 95. They win the Scottish League again. Who has Dundee got? Who the fuck has Dundee got? Yeah, that Valencia scare is now over. They're ninth. They have no shot of getting any redemption for that good start of the first season. But weirdly enough, 16 goal difference, finishing ninth. Russian team again. If it's a Russian team again, they did it again. And it's been 2 seasons of CSK Moscow, but now Lokomotiv Moscow got themselves into the big time. Lokomotiv Moscow knocked out Real Madrid. Lokomotiv Moscow knocked out Man United and Lazio in the semis. Meet up with Bayern Munich. They lost, unfortunately, but Zenit go to the semis. CSK Moscow in the quarters. This ain't an age for Premier League and Spanish clubs. We're into Russian Premier League domination. Also, Dundee made the round of 6. And no Russians took advantage of the Europa League this time. Lyon managed to beat Anderlecht, to be fair, overachieving in the final, but Lyon managed to win it. Even players without faces are performing to world-class standards. Coutinho heads away to PSG for 17 million quid. Basically the Barcelona transfer over again, but this time for PSG. I mean, French football is a competition is pretty much dead. But Benteke also gets sold from Liverpool for 52 million. Who in their right mind? Wolfsburg, what are you doing? 52 million for a striker that doesn't score. A striker that trips over his legs. Benteke hasn't scored a goal since like 2017. What's the point of this signing? And of course, the fucking Russian league carry on exporting. Umar Nias, literally Everton fluff. Everton piece of fuck. Heads to Napoli for 50 million. I need to see this for myself. Boys, what has happened to football? All my homies hate Wes Fogden. Should I comment on the January transfer window of 2019? Should I? Pooh is a Real Madrid signing. Pooh! And his price cost 60 million. Pooh! Just signed from Newport County to Real Madrid. Pooh! Pooh! Wait, now it's all completely different. Hang on. Joe Cole's 81 rated, yeah. This is 2018 though. This is 2019 or some shit. How old is Joe Cole again? Joe Cole was born in 1981, making him 38 years old. Why is he 27? We've reached a point in FIFA that the players, the players from the lower leagues of England are now on par with the greatest players that ever lived. Not that the Russian teams are dominating world football as if it was the easiest thing to do. We now have reached a point of no return. Joe Cole has time traveled. United go 3 in a row. 85 points again. Man City were closer this time. Arsenal 3rd, Spurs 4th, Chelsea 5th. Notts County have got 10th. Wigan mid-table. Millwall 13th. Derby survived, and Stoke, Sunderland and Southampton will relegate. Notts County finished 10th. Notts County just finished 6th in League 2. I mean, time was bound for Portsmouth. They had like fucking 3 85 rated players. No wonder they swept the championship. Bayern take over control of the Bundesliga, but Napoli win their first league title in this whole experiment. Dundee got their 3rd league title in a row. Celtic cancelled the club, cancel festivities, cancel the season. You just let Dundee win 3 league titles in a row. Valencia got so close. Valencia's so close. They're so close to getting there, but they never will. They never will. If they didn't do it the first season, they got 90 points. They didn't do it this season, they got 87. They're never gonna do it. They didn't do it. They still have only 1 Champions League title, but it's still 1 Champions League title for CSK Moscow. But Barcelona get their 2nd Champions League title of the experiment. And Man City, relegated to the Europa League, managed to at least win it against Valencia. I didn't know Boateng had a 3rd brother, and that he looked exactly like someone that would own a Bossman shop. Listen, about the transfer deals for 2019. Aren't I allowed to have a bit of fun? Am I not allowed to have a bit of fun? If the whole game is broken, can I just don't join into the parade and at least have a bit of fun? I mean, Preciado from Deportivo Cali going to Chelsea for 81 million is Chelsea written all over it. It's Chelsea desperation for any South American talent to vengeance into the Premier League to have a bit of fun. Delusions of grandeur is literally a recipe for grandeur. Jack Thomas from Mansfield Town is 84 rated. I think I'm allowed the permission for at least a bit of entertainment. Milton caralho. Oh yeah, Regan Poole went to Real Madrid. He's the newest Galactic, and he kind of looks like David Beckham.
Another Welsh player in Real Madrid. I don't remember what happened to the last one. Can't
wait for this dude to just be constantly berated and violated because he doesn't know how to speak Spanish. United go 4 in a row. 84 points again. Liverpool 2nd. This is Liverpool's best campaign so far.
Yeah, we lose to Man U.
Swansea are still there. Luton Town survive, but Rape City go down.
I guess you don't attract many sponsors with that name.
But it's in the name. You don't really attract. You kind of force it down to people.
So are they sponsored by Rape?
Wolfsburg get their 2nd Bundesliga title. Bayern only get 4th. Juventus finally returned to win Serie A. It's been an Inter Milan and Napoli duopoly so far. Did Dundee win the Scottish League again? They won the Scottish League again. Even if Rangers were there, Dundee seemed way too good to lose it now. They only conceded 16 goals this season.
Wait, isn't it Dundee United?
Nah, it's the worst Dundee. John Black. We don't even know if he's black or not. Oh, that explains it. They got Paul McGowan.
Ah, yes. Paul.
Oh, Greg Stewart as well. You know Greg Stewart.
Yeah, big fan.
And if I let him manage my finances will go boom boom.
The human body is such a dumb thing, right? If it's not supposed to be there, why grow it in the first place?
Internal bleeding. Blood is supposed to be inside. Duh. Yo!
Oh, onesie mate.
Yo! 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 Yo, I'm getting off the game. I'm getting off the game.
They signed the car.
So according to Google Gemini, the price for a Bentley is between 200k to 500 grand. Why are Swansea paying 48 million for a Bentley?
Just take a look at his stats real quick.
Bro, this is so big financial decision.
He's a goalkeeper.
He's a goalkeeper. What? Bro, he's not even bigger than a Bentley. Bro, you're buying a small Bentley from Southend for 48 million. You can get a Bentley for like $500,000. Diogo Jota's apparently doing nice. Youre, who didn't leave the Colombian league. Udinese have been spending cash like mad, and they haven't even gone to the Champions League once.
Really trying to make money other ways. Drugs, child trafficking, women trafficking.
Child trafficking is so
elderly
profitable.
trafficking.
Child trafficking is so profitable. I made 6 figures on my first month of drug trafficking and human trafficking. And you could do it too with my 4-step process that...
Have you ever tried getting a loan on a bank app, get the loan, then uninstall the app so you have the money forever?
Nah, bitch. You get the loan and then turn off the Wi-Fi. The bank is online. It's not gonna go to your house. Duh.
It looks like he doesn't have eyebrows.
It's not that big of a forehead. It's just God just be making anybody.
Why?
You can't win for shit. Even Chelsea managed to win it, and they haven't won it since 2006.
We had the exact same amount of wins, draws, and losses.
Yeah, just learn how to score goals, Balon. Maybe if you didn't sell Christian Benteke, you would have won the league by now.
Well, Swansea stayed up by bringing...
Marseille won the league! PSG didn't win it! It's different! So it's good! 5 in a row for Dundee. They got financial manager, what's the dude's name? Paul. And also Josh Black.
Yeah.
Like, why is this club from Scotland called Partick Thistle? Dude doesn't even know how to spell Patrick. Then it win the Champions League.
That is something.
Yeah, this is looking more like the Europa League the more we simulate through this.
Who did they even have?
Oh!
So never mind Europa League.
The Europa League became like the championship. You can't have an Europa League final be Notts County and Estoril Praia.
That's not the thick of it. See what I did there? But you did just say.
Wait. What's the thick of it bit? What's the joke? Wasn't it that
KSI song?
The dude doesn't have eyebrows, but he has like the Will Smith haircut. He's really different. Wasn't this the dude that killed his wife?
I see what you did there.
You saw what I did there. Do you know how I got that joke?
The internet?
I bought it with money.
But it would be smart if you bought the rights to the joke, so you could be the only person to do.
I don't really want to buy the right to the joke.
What if we bought the right to have money so that only we have money? I miss these days, you know.
You can't miss the days. They happen every day. I just ate you in the argument, isn't it?
Definitely no overpaying there.
Yo, why is a shrimp negotiating signings?
Yeah.
Shrimp can own humans. Shrimp are tiny. Oh, false advertising. That's the wrong Reece James. Reece James doesn't play left back. He plays right back.
Like that. That's the first thing that came to your mind, and not the fact that he got human rights.
Oh, look, you have Verratti still.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you still can't win the league though. Where's Salah, by the way? Salah's at Bayern. Virgil.
My boy.
Oh, Virgil's still at Celtic. Can't even win the league. Bro can't even win the Scottish league. You did it again. 3 years in a row.
Anything but first.
You did score more goals this time. Wimbledon got top 10. I mean, they had, and if you had good players, you can get good results. Rape City survive. They rape their way up. Give me a reason to keep on breathing air. 6 years. Celtic. Finally, no Russian teams in the final. It was Chelsea beating Real Madrid.
That's a bit more realistic.
Yeah, CSKA Moscow are there. Dynamo Moscow get pretty close for another Europa League title, but nah, it was Inter Milan. But we're witnessing Notts County,
Wait.
Luton Town.
Wait, so this game, winning the Europa League, does not mean qualification. This is stupid.
I mean, it does, but Notts County were probably so shit in the Champions League they got knocked out to the Europa League again.
Oh yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah, let's check. No!
No, game
So-
does not.
They don't qualify to the Champions League by winning the Europa. This game doesn't even allow you to go to the Champions League via the Europa. So what's the fucking point? It's like having a second division in the US with no promotion. Now they want to tell me that Storm cost 30 million. A Storm doesn't cost that. In some places it's free. Also, that's not the right Vidal. Vidal has a mohawk. Varane in Chelsea is so crazy. But what's even more crazy is that he's still good.
What is crazy to me is that there's a black Schneider. Oh, because you joined the melatonin of both. And that's what happened.
Yeah, this is the Vidal I was talking about. Oh, Rape City making moves. Gary Hendry's a superstar.
That black guy from the football show. The one with Ted Lasso.
Oh, Samuel Jackson.
Bro's hair is glowing.
Put brightness to the fucking 1,000. Bro took that picture with a flash and make the whole hair reflective. Black and Swansea? Black and Swansea? Yo, he's Gareth Bale and Harry Kane. He's Gareth Kane. We're witnessing so much talent in Colombia. And plus, this is the place that I child traffic. So I gotta at least know the new children coming up the block. The new kids on the block, you know what I'm saying? West Side. The fuck are Millwall doing in the Champions League?
The fuck are you not doing in the Champions League?
I just signed Cristiano Ronaldo Jackson.
You could just exchange good for goods.
You see,
Services for goods. Goods for services. Services for services.
money is a way that you can choose the service that you want to purchase or the things that you want to buy with the money. So people can have a lot more option of how they want to spend their money in exchange for the service. So instead of getting the specific good, they get money to choose what good they want. For instance, I want to buy some anal beads, but you're not offering to trade me anal beads for my service. So you pay me money in exchange for my service and time spent, so I can have the money to secretly go to the sex shop and buy anal beads for my own anal pleasure. You're now third, John. When will you learn? Liverpool don't win league titles.
I just want to know if the Swansea went up. That's all I really care about right now.
You want Swansea to go up? Are you asking me to stab you in the dick?
Let's find out.
Rape City survive. Hurrah! Fuck yeah!
105. That's pretty good.
Lyonnais. Olympique Lyonnais win Ligue 1. Monaco gets second and PSG became peasants.
Boring.
I mean, to be fair, that title race going to the final day must have been so sick, so crazy. 3 points separating the top 5 teams. By the way, Udinese spent more than any Italian club, and they can't even buy themselves Champions League. Valencia are never gonna do it. They're never gonna do it. Being Spanish champion means something greater, and they're not ready for it.
How's Atletico 6?
Yeah, they've fallen off. Second, the fuck are Arsenal doing in there, by the way?
Well, at least they didn't win.
I mean, yeah.
That would be the worst.
Yeah, they did an Arsenal there. They really did an Arsenal there. Do you know what it is to do an Arsenal?
Wait, how did Anderlecht beat Real Madrid? This is so wrong.
You see, we bought Cristiano Ronaldo off them, so it makes sense for them to lose to a big club like Anderlecht. You know what?
Yeah.
You know I almost got stabbed in Anderlecht.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's actually a true story. Anderlecht is a really dangerous neighborhood in Brussels.
Well, don't you think it would be cooler if you actually got stabbed?
Yeah, because then I can have like the stitches. I would have stabbed him back, and I would have gone to prison and then worked out and then got jacked, and then I could have launched my rapping career. And all the rappers always say that they went to prison, they did time. I would have been the biggest rapper of all time. Valencia did win the Europa League, but I mean, it doesn't even get Champions League qualification, so what's even the point, am I right?
Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, Rape City got to the round of 16. I'm proud of Rape City. Oh no, Poole went to Chelsea. I guess he finally got scared of the Real Madrid fan trying to stab him up because he doesn't know Spanish. Why does dude have a sunflower path in the middle of his head?
Aerodynamics.
I can't lie though, that's fire. That's so fire. Literal
Didn't just say fire.
That's literal fire. Jose Sa is off to an amazing move to Torino. Why does the Torino badge have the Ferrari logo? The big movers are not the big clubs anymore. I say they're not the big clubs anymore. Dundee did sell Stewart, the financial advisor, to Bournemouth. How are Dundee gonna pay the bills if they don't have a financial advisor anymore? Oh no, guys, the top deals are blank. There were no transfers. So I guess the financial advisor being sold from Dundee has made a world financial collapse. There have been no deals. I guess the world ran out of money.
Because of the World War III that's gonna happen right now. Don't you want to be a part of it? Be a part of something?
Nah, I'm better off doing my side businesses, child trafficking children for the armies. Imagine Colombia and Peru rallying up to the financial war, and they need soldiers. I can sell them children. They're like 2 soldiers at once, because children, they can grow, and you can manipulate their growth to your advantage. It's like having a wonder kid regen right in your army. So I can sell them children and make more. Wait, there's no money. How am I gonna get paid?
Have you chosen a side?
Yeah, I stand with America.
That's so
Gay.
stupid. I don't have a side actually. I just want to go to the one that is least likely to win. I like cheering for the underdog, you know.
Oh, so you side with Africa. By the way, Chelsea got 101 points. That's so spectacular. It makes my bones go queasy. Yeah,
Queasy.
Yeah, you don't even get Champions League football anymore. You're so down bad. By the way, look out for Notts County breaking on the top 4, and for Rape City coming up to 12th. Yeah, Sunderland started this in the Premier League. They're finally in a place they can truly belong. Brighton just won League 2. Marseille won League on. But then these two, they're not getting out of the top spot. Please leave. I want something different. Ulsan Hyundai and Jeonbuk Hyundai are winning the Korean League. But those are cars. How can cars play football?
That other team that already forgot, Swansea, they signed a Bentley, so I guess that's just football now.
Yeah, that's 7 in a row. Celtic, you're so... Bilbao are now for the race, but Real Madrid got 100 points, so that's not even a race. That's like putting a turtle and an African man on the 100-meter sprint. The competition won't be too viable. Oh, Chelsea won the Champions League again. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
Kaboo.
Why the chickaboo?
I got confused, actually.
But Bilbao did win the Europa League. They beat Leverkusen in the final.
Something different.
Yeah, you got knocked out by Monaco. Rape City are making moves. They got Jordan Gibbons.
Gibbon.
Tom Hitchcock. Isn't there a film called Hitchcock?
There's a character in Brooklyn Nine-Nine called Hitchcock.
Oh, because he's really handsome. And he's the best at sex.
Sensitive subject matter. I think it makes sense to partner Peralta with
Me? Because I'm the best at sex?
No.
And it finishes off with Chelsea winning the Premier League with 85 points. The Premier League didn't really change apart from like the top 3, top 4 teams of anything. And your team is ass, John.
Yeah, since I joined this video, they just went down the league table, so I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Notts County, Wigan Athletic confirmed Premier League status. So did Peterborough, Oxford, Portsmouth, and Rape City. And of course that fucking black mold over there that should die. Plymouth did have a season of Premier League consolidation, but they didn't do any favors. Balon are gonna finish everything with the league on title. Bayern are gonna finish with the Bundesliga, and Lazio are gonna finish with the Serie A. Lazio are just facets that can't really play football. So this is actually pretty refreshing. Oh
Wow.
my god!
Dundee FC 4th is very...
Dundee 4th. Dundee 4th. But Hearts win the league! This is a historical moment. The world needs to hear about this.
Look at the goal difference compared to the ones below.
Bro, 20 goal difference. 20. Dundee had 47. And Real Madrid finished off with the league title. Atletico did come back. Now let's settle it off with the Champions League. Barcelona beat Chelsea. These are the two most consistent non-Russian teams of the whole thing. Barcelona won 3 Champions Leagues, if I'm mistaken. Zenit were constantly up there. CSK Moscow were constantly up there too. And the Europa League was won by Lyon, and unfortunately for my good old friend Thibaut, Ghent lose in the final. This is heartbreaking. The one time Ghent actually do good. The scouting report is just a who's who of footballing nobodies. Apart from Michael Woods. He's at Valencia. He deserves everything that life threw at him.
I'm Penelope Penis, sex slave of the twats, and I'm gonna inform the Balon d'Or winners of the 10 years simulated. 2015 was Ahmed Musa for CSKA Moscow. 2016 was Messi with a 40-goal season. 2017 was again Messi at a record 95 rating. 2018 was Hazard winning Belgium the World Cup. 2019 was Zagoev with 25 assists as CSKA Moscow reached the Champions League final. 2020 was Akinfeev winning Russia the Euros and an amazing season for CSKA Moscow. 2021 was Hulk getting Zenit to the top of European football. 2022 was Poole at Chelsea captaining them to the Prem and Champions League glory. 2023 was Hazard establishing records in the Prem with a 31-goal season. 2024 was Poole the Welsh Cannavaro. And 2025 was Messi, who refuses to retire and to drop in overall despite being 37 years old and in need of kidney replacement. The next time you go to the bathroom, have a wank thinking of me, watching you stroke your meat, only having thoughts about my delicious vagina getting moist in ketchup and gasoline. It's my biggest kink.
Ela senta na pica branca, ela senta na pica preta, ela senta na pica branca, ela senta na pica preta. Ela queria ter 2 bucetas e sentar ao mesmo tempo na branca e na preta. Ela queria ter 2 bucetas, 2 bucetas, 2 bucetas.